And we welcome you live here at Auto Club Speedway. This track, of course, in real life, no longer exists, but the beauty of iRacing is it will stay alive forever, immortalized in its stature. Back when this track was scanned, I want to say in about 2020 or 2021, one of those 2 years, but that is the version we're racing on tonight. We're racing at Fontana, racing here tonight in the past the midway point of the mids of the regular season. Man, I'm struggling with my words today. It's kind of been one of those days. Forgive me for that. Dawson down on the call with you here tonight here at Auto Club. Looking forward to another fun race here at a big 2-mile oval. We had a race just a few weeks ago at Michigan. Kind of went off the rails very early on, hoping that does not happen here tonight. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it plays out for these drivers at this Southern California racetrack. Of course, in real life yesterday, the NASCAR Cup Series went to San Diego for the street course at Coronado. That is in iRacing, and there was a very brief discussion of should we actually race at San Diego instead of just running this race here at Auto Club, and it was very quick consensus, no. The track got added too late. Of course, the build just came out, I think maybe like last week, if I'm not mistaken. This track only just got added last week, so of course everybody and their mother was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to try to learn a track from scratch like that for this, so you know, we won't race Coronado, we'll race Auto Club instead, so we'll put on an oval show for you. That doesn't mean we're not going back-to-back weeks in California. Of course, tonight we're here in SoCal racing at Auto Club, and then next week we'll be heading up to Sonoma Raceway. So excited to have back-to-back racing here at in California. We'll take a look at our upcoming slate of races for you here tonight, and our point standings as they stand. You can see right there, Quentin Clark still maintaining the points lead, getting a gap now over Tyler Marble with just 10 races to go in this regular season. Ty Ippolito sits third with Michael Mueller right behind him in fourth. Marcus Everson jumps up to fifth after Jeff Marble has a bad run last week. And there you see there Jacob Musso, Jared Bundy, Brandon Saylor, and Jeff Shutt are your top 10 in the point standings as we go into the final 10 races, including Sonoma next week, Chicagoland, Atlanta, North Wilkesboro, Indianapolis. Have a bye week there, then you see that run to the finish to get through the regular season. Iowa, Richmond, New Hampshire, and then Daytona to close off the regular season. What a slate of races we got coming up, and what a very vast variety of tracks. Really no two tracks the same in this slate, including tonight's race at Auto Club. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see how this rest of this regular season plays out for these drivers. We'll see how things shake out as we get ready to roll into this race here tonight. We'll pull up our scoring so you can actually see kind of who's doing what. With just about 3 minutes to go here in practice. It is Sean Kaltenbach, Cody Matthews, Andrew Niedert, Michael Mueller, and Tracy Powers, your top 5. And this is one of those tracks where I really, truly feel like practice isn't going to be as much of a factor as it is. You know, it's kind of almost like that Super Speedway style, practice, where, like, you can go practice at Daytona and Talladega. You can run practice laps like crazy, but it's really not going to tell the story of the race. It's not going to be able to properly show what's going to happen out on the racetrack. So I think when it comes to practice at the track like Auto Club, it can kind of tell you things. It can kind of clue you in on what might be good and what might be bad, but it's really not enough to learn from, I think, especially in only an hour time at practice here, which we only have the last, 5 to 10 minutes usually here on BRN. So you really can't learn a lot in the broadcast side of things. You can't expect to know something off the top of it. Really, it's just a matter of these guys are getting some extra track time, getting those last little feel-goods, and feeling out the track one last little time before going into qualifying, before going into the race, before getting ready to go running here tonight for what should be a 100-lap feature. So we're excited to run here in another big oval. Of course, the last big oval we ran wasn't very long ago. It was literally just 2 weeks ago back at Michigan. That race wound up being won by the driver of the 94, Quentin Clark. Of course, our points leader looking to see if he can get his third win in just 4 starts. Last week, Michael Mueller picked up the victory in surprise fashion at Pocono. He looks to see if he can go back-to-back as well and pick up his third win this season, I should say. Pardon me. So we're just watching Cody Matthews log some extra laps here before we get into qualifying. You can see we've got a field about 34 cars entered for tonight's race. don't expect to see that big of a field count next week at Sonoma. I feel like Sonoma is one of those it's a weird track in the sense of I think the racing is very good. I think we can put on a great show at Sonoma, but people just don't seem to like to show up at Sonoma. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully next week we have a really good crowd of drivers ready to go racing on the road course down there in Wine County, in Wine Country. Um, with just a minute left in practice, Cody Matthews getting a stab at pit road entry while up to speed. Hopefully we'll see if I can play a factor tonight. There's Tracy Powers, number 25 at Hoosier Tires. 25 car rolling out onto the racetrack right now with just 47 seconds to go in practice. He's fifth fastest right now. We'll see how it plays out. Maybe anybody can jump ahead anymore before this practice session concludes and we go into qualifying. I don't think anybody will. I think what we have right here is how practice is going to finish. I don't think we're going to see any changes in the top 10. We'll see. I could be wrong. I'm very good at being wrong, actually. So we'll see the lap time of the fastest lap time in this session was a 39.641 set by Sean Kaltenbach. Couldn't tell if it was draft assisted or not. Of course, when you come around here and you start your qualifying lap, there's nobody else going to be on the racetrack. So you're not worried about anybody else. You're going to be just worried about your own lap and how you run. So we'll see how it shakes out. But it's Sean Kaltenbach fastest in practice. Cody Matthews, Andrew Niedert, Michael Mueller, and Tracy Powers. They're your top 5 as we head into qualifying now. Qualifying as per usual. It's 2 laps. You get a warm-up lap, and you get 2 qualifying laps to try to set a fast lap. And then after that, we'll set the field. Of course, you don't want to hit the wall or have any kind of incident points because that means that you will not get a lap time down, and you will have to settle for starting out further back in this field. So we'll go down. Looks like Jacob Musso is on the grid, but he's not rolling. So we'll find somebody who is. Actually, no, we'll stay with Jacob. He's rolling. We'll stick with him here in that number 95 machine. One of 2 Musso missiles in the field. Jacob and Joseph both running tonight. Jacob in the 95, Joseph in the 28. A lot of cars out on track starting their lap times, getting ready to qualify here. To see him dart to the bottom there, starting his timed lap. I think this is going to be a first lap fast kind of qualifying. We're not going to see guys setting it on their second lap. It's going to be that first lap, the out lap, the oh so important first lap you get. So we'll see what happens, though. But coming off of turn number 4, multiple drivers setting lap times, and it looks like right now the fastest is going to be the number 22 of Marcus Emerson. Michael Mueller knocks him down quickly there, 0.03 of a second faster. Sean Kaltenbach to the top of the speed chart. He breaks the 39-second mark. Huge first lap there for Kaltenbach. And you see Niedert and Marble jump to second and third, and you see this constant shuffle that'll happen on the scoring pylon. Jeff Shutt now to 7th fastest. As Musso is coming around for his first timed lap. His first lap, he hit the wall, did not count. This lap is going to count. It's going to be a 40.699. That's only good for 26th fastest. Not a good lap at all. But a lot of the other guys have already set their lap times for the most part. We'll go to Ryan Haynes out there making his run. Same with Alan Pajari, Philip Chavez, and David Hara. They're all out there sitting ready to set their first timed laps. I think Haynes is getting ready to start his. As he hits the stripe this time, he will indeed start his first qualifying lap. see what 39 can do, if he can somehow slip up there and take the pole position. Philip Chavez just went 9th fastest in that number 14 car. The minute 34 to go in qualifying. Only 2 drivers look like they're not going to attempt a lap time. Haynes will hit the stripe this time. It's a 40.493. 4.510, which put 29th fastest of 32 that have set lap times. Shane as well as Glenn Grigsby looks like the only 2 that are not going to set a lap time here tonight. Haynes going to see if he can pick it up on lap number 2 and maybe try to jump ahead of anybody else. Making his way through 3 and 4. Can he pick up the lap time, or is he going to be stuck back there in 29th? He'll hit the stripe this time. It is not an improvement. 40.532 keeps him back there in 29th place. It's him, Jordan Booth, and John Kaltenbach. The only 3 that are showing is on track. I think Booth and Haynes just getting that last bit of practice. Meanwhile, Kaltenbach said his first lap, his fast lap, parked it and said, yeah, I'm good with what I got. So as qualifying will come to a close, we're ready to get this field rocking and rolling here at Auto Club with the starting lineup for tonight's Auto Club 200. So we'll take a look at how we're starting and how we're getting ready to roll off the grid here tonight. I'll click the right music cue here. It is this one right here, so here we go. Starting, oh, that's the wrong one. It's, nope, not that one either. Alright, those are licensed, and I was trying to see if maybe they were the instrumentals that I had. I didn't have them, so we go with the original. Sean Galdevar on the pole position tonight. He's got Andrew Dieter going to be starting on his outside of row number 1. You've got Jeff Marble in the number 15 machine starting in third with Michael Mueller to his outside. Marcus Emerson and Tyler Marble chasing that 94 for the points lead. He'll start 6th here tonight. You got Wayne Grossi with Tracy Powers back in row 4. Running out your top 10, it is the 14 of Philip Chavez and the number 54 of Brian Burchett. 11th place sees Jeff Shutt with Jordan Booth on his outside in 12th. Brendan Saylor and Chris Chavez Essery are starting together in row 7. As Michael Kurgelak and Cody Matthews together in row 8. Row 9, you got Alan Pajari and Andrew Moore Jr. Then it's Andrew Russo and David Hara rounding out the top 20. 21st place tonight will be the number 74 of Quentin Clark. A very bad qualifying attempt for him. He'll be starting out back, but he can very much make the moves work. We'll see how it goes. He's got Jared Bundy on his outside there in row 11. You've got Joseph Musso and Brian Conklin together in row 12. Ty Polito and Kyle Oakley back there in row 13. You got the 40 of Corey Ennis with the 96 of Jeffrey Souza. They'll be starting in row 14. And in row 15, it's the 39 of Ryan Haynes and the 35 of Brett Spod. And running out our field of 34 drivers tonight, it is the 95 of Jake Camuso with Bill Benedict on his outside. And the 2 drivers that did not post a qualifying time, that's James Wallace in the 67, Glenn Grigsby in the number 64 machine. Now, I was shocked to look at the schedule. I expected this to have been a dormant racetrack because, of course, NASCAR stopped coming here in 2023, was the last season they came to this track, and this series very much follows the NASCAR Cup Series schedule, if you haven't noticed by now, if you haven't caught on. So I was kind of surprised to look back and see they ran here in 2024, and they also ran here last year. Did a little research, did a little digging, discovered, oh, what they ended up doing, they didn't run COTA the last 2 years. They actually ended up running Auto Club. So that was a fun little discovery. But tonight, we're at Auto Club in place of Coronado. We ran COTA earlier this year. That race won by, of course, the number 1 car of Roger Rios Matias. He was the winner back at that road course in COTA. We'll see if he can try to take a road course win again next week at Sonoma. Of course, that's next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, again here on PRN. Of course, between Thursday night, it is the SOFA Racing League. Darlington was a great race, had a lot of fun there. Wrecked a little bit, had some problems, but that's okay. We're live. Okay, just making sure. I was wondering because Jeff Marble was asking if I was gonna. I got so confused. Jeff didn't. I guess Jeff didn't know I was live. I'm here. I can see that we're live. We're good. Here we go. Kaltenbach, Nieder, the front row. They're coming around. The pace car is gonna dive off towards the safety of pit lane, and here we go. Green flag is gonna wave, and we'll be racing here in Fontana. Kaltenbach leads lap number 1. Andrew Nieder is in second behind him. Meanwhile, battle happening for 6. Tracy Powers, Tyler Marble there. Marble trying to find some way forward, but he can't do it just quite yet, so he'll stay right there in about 7th place. You see the field filing off of turn 2. Somebody right there has a very interesting position. I think that might be the 14 car. Indeed, it is of Philip Chavez. Is the front. That's a Toyota. Why does it look like the front end is painted so different? That is an interesting paint scheme. We're going to take a ride on the back of Wayne Grossi in the number 9 and see if I can't tell. It almost looks like it's got its own custom. Like, why does it look like it's trying to be a Honda or something? That's weird. Never seen that in iRacing before, I don't think. That's a Toyota. That is a messed up looking Toyota. I don't know what the deal is with that spec. That's a weird one, but he's up there in 11th right now, trying to get by Grossi for 10th. That threw me for a loop to see Tyler Marble getting passed there by Wayne Grossi. Marble back to 10th. He's got that number 14 right on his back bumper. See Tracy Powers trying to make a move up ahead as well. Brian Burchett, the 54, on the back bumper of Marcus Emerson, who's in the 22 right there, just up ahead in 4th. Pole sitter back at Michigan. He didn't qualify as well. Qualified there in 5th place. So trying to see if he can push forward. You see multiple shuffling around spots back in the back. See the field very much handling themselves a lot better. See the gap for the lead, 0.7 of a second right now. Kaltenbach over Nieder, but this big gaggle of cars really can't look away from him just quite yet. So Jordan Booth right there, Marcus Emerson side by side. Booth going by on the inside lane. He'll take over 5th place. See, just almost 3 wide there for a second off the corner. See further back, more shuffling about. Everybody just trying to sort themselves through the field, trying to find positions where they can get them in this big pack. Here, nowhere paddling up ahead. Seeing Chavez battling side by side here. This is now for 12th place. Oh, Jared Bundy! What a save, Jared Bundy! Somehow held that car straight. It's facing the wrong direction for a split. It's facing down the apron for a split second, but able to quickly gather it up and hold on to it there. See more cars filtering their way off of turn 2. Everybody really kind of settling into their own now as this run gets on. Brian Burchett making a run at Jeff Marble for 3rd place right now. The 54 is looking pretty sporty early on in this run. I'd say he's been a ghost most of this season. Really hasn't popped up near the front of this field much, but here he is right now running in 4th, chasing down 3rd. Further back, Chris Chavez Esser in the 88 car moves up to 6th place over Marcus Emerson. It's kind of letting cars go. I don't think he's pushing too hard right now. He knows he can let this car come to him, let the run come to him as we get longer into it. And that's definitely what it feels like he's doing, is just taking it easy for now, and then he'll roll into it as the race goes on. Emerson right now back to 8th as Jordan Booth gets by him, now battling Chavez Esri for that 5th place spot now in the number 88 machine. So they're all trying to sort things out here. Booth got a little bobble there off of turn 4. So we're really kind of just, like I said, settling in for the most part. Right here, you got a battle. Brandon Taylor to the inside of Wayne Grossi in that number 9 car. So they battle side by side for 13th place. You got Philip Chavez and Andrew Moore Jr. side by side with David Hara right behind them. Most part, everybody kind of just figuring out where they can run, what they can do, and trying to make passes if they can, when they can, and where they can. Just feeling out this track, how it runs, and what they can do. But also, too, you see some passes being made. You see Jordan Booth trying to hang on to 6th place. Michael Mueller, the inside of Marcus Emerson. That is for 7th place. Pardon me. As you can see, Burchett and Chavez Esri side by side. Car there on the apron. 6 laps down, 7 laps down, I believe. Actually, that might be Corey Anderson. The 40 car, indeed it is. He'll go a lap down. Slow on the apron. Jeffrey Souza also down 7 laps. So we're 3 wide up ahead here. Oh, I think that's Michael Mueller getting a little loose on the apron. Emerson catches the wall. Quickly settle back in, ease it up, and take a deep breath as we continue on. So most of the field really just kind of settling in again and just running these laps down on lap 16, now 17 as we cross the stripe. Most of this field really just single file. Not a lot, not too much side by side. You look at side by side in the corners, and then of course they'll wash back up and get back single file as they go down the straightaways. Running right up against that outside wall. Same thing with the car behind him, Jordan Booth. Inside line being run by Michael Mueller in the number 99 car, who can't get the runoff exit, so he'll stay behind Marvel, sliding back into 7th place as they come down the back straightaway. You see them all nose to tail, single file line. Go up to our blip cam, and you'll just kind of see how the different lines everybody takes through the corners to somehow find themselves back where they were. You see Booth and Emerson side by side. Emerson tried the bottom, just didn't get the run he needed off the corner exit. So it will be Booth hanging on to 8th place for now as they head back towards turn number 1. With the back, Brandon Saylor tried the bottom on Wayne Grossi. Can't get it to go. Grossi might be in the wall there. He'll catch the wall. Saylor and Hara will both go through as the 9 car drops back to 16th place. Comes Andrew Moore Jr. trying to capitalize on that 9 car being slow down the straightaway. It's up ahead. Mike Kurjalak trying to fight with Philip Chavez for 12th place. The 91 car trying the outside lane, and he might get the run if he can get it close enough. It looks like he'll get there for now and take 12th at the line, but still side by side as they head for turn number 1. I just realized Mike has not been working this whole time. Whoopsie. So Kaldenbach was the first off of pit lane. But I don't know. Did the 91 of Kerjalak miss his stall, or did he just? No, he got. Yeah. Oh, he missed his stall. Oh man. So he missed his stall. I think he went to the wrong stall first, and he missed his stall or didn't pull in enough, and decided to go ahead and just get out as the race leader, and then come back around. There you see him pitting now. So Kaltenbach won the race off pit lane, and it was Nieder, Chris Chavez, Esri, Michael Mueller, and then Jeff Marble, the top five. I'd mentioned Quentin Clark got that front end damage when I was muted. Obviously, no one heard me. He was on pit road. He got that damage repaired. He's rolling back out on the back straightaway trying to catch up. But you can still see there is cosmetic damage on my end. And generally, if there's damage on my end, that means there's going to be damage on his end that's going to be causing him problems. So we'll see how he does if he's able to manage and maintain this car. If it's going to be able to keep up with the pack. I don't think it should be too much of a factor, but this is such a very aero-dependent track that it could be a problem. Who knows? So we'll see what happens and how things shake out for that 94 tonight. That's a big opportunity, though, for Tyler Marble to capitalize and get some points and try to get back to the points lead if he can do so tonight. So here we go, coming through turns 3 and 4. It's going to be Kaltenbach and Nieder at the front row, coming to the restart after a caution brought out on lap number 22. Kaltenbach will hit the restart zone. He'll mash the gas and get us back to racing here at Fontana. Green flag back in the air. Great launch for the two. The 36, though, keeping them honest. Just see them fan out 3 wide. Expect to see a little more carnage here on this restart. Everybody taking fresh tires, trying to take advantage, and maybe slipping up off the corner, or maybe sliding up in front of others, like you saw that 22 do. Way up on the high side. Emerson slots back into 6th. Esri in the 88 on the inside of Kaltenbach, challenging for the race lead. He's got the car's 20th anniversary paint scheme on, trying to win at the track that didn't see the win in the car's car. Michigan was the one that saw the track. Its sister location was the one that saw a Larson scheme painted up like Lightning McQueen win. But Travis Esri trying to do so at Auto Club as well. Running in second, that number 88 car is. He's had a great set of runs here since he first joined this league. Looking to see if he can pick up a win here in due time. He's had a lot of speed here on these ovals. Everybody jostling for position back here, trying to sort themselves out. Oh, smoke there. I think that was from Emerson. Might have gotten a little loose. Is going to stack up a couple cars back here. Jeff Shutt. You see Andrew Moore making a move to the bottom. Tyler Marble dropping back a little bit as well. Talking about Quentin Clark maybe having some problems with that damage. He's currently back in 30th. He is 4 seconds off the lead. He is half a second off the car ahead of him, Joseph Musso, in the number 28 car. Looking like he's just kind of out back, maybe just riding for now, or could be a case of he can't do any better than what the car is doing right now. So that's where he is. That's your update for that number 94 team as of right now. Kyle Oakley, of course, was able to get back out on track and get tires on it and just kind of keep going from there. So he is up right now, that 17 car. He's back at 26th. Not as good as he was running before, but it's still, he's not in dire straits, if you would say. But watching the field making their way back through turns 1 and 2. Sean Kaltenbach has a lead over Chris Chavez Esri by about 0.2 of a second or so. Nieder soundly in third. as the field comes off of turn 4. Kaltenbach still leading over Essery. Niedert is right there in third, and then a gap back to Jeff Marble, who runs in fourth. Right behind that as well is last week's winner, Michael Mueller. He's in the top 5 right now, running in 5th, battling with Jeff Marble for that 4th place spot, contesting it here, seeing if he can get there on the inside lane, but just not quite able to make this pass work. He'll slot back in behind the 15 and try again at a later time. Wayne Grossi in the number 9, running a great race tonight. He qualified well. He kind of faded back on that first run. He was able to get the positions back on pit road, and now he finds himself in 6th place again. Definitely a driver I'm going to keep my eye on tonight. I want to keep watching and see how he does throughout this race. I feel like he could be a very good underdog pick to try and win this race, or at the very least, take away a top 5 finish. This big gaggle of cars back here, though, battling for about 9th place to maybe back to about 17th, I'd say. Is everybody right here? Oh, Jeff Schutt saves it down on the apron. What a save. Jeff Schutt went sideways there, aiming towards the inside wall, quickly got it course corrected, back straight. He's going to lose a ton of spots though, but he keeps the car in one piece. We stay green. Side-by-side battle for 4th now. Michael Mueller to the outside of Jeff Marble. He gets the outside lane to work. He is going to make the pass for 4th, and right behind him as well, there's that 3 of Jared Bundy. He had an incident earlier on in this race too. He got sideways on the exit of turn 4, hung on to it on the apron there. He lost a ton of spots as well, but now he finds himself battling for a top 5 spot. Oh, he's going to catch the wall there on the outside of Jeff Marble, but he keeps the momentum rolling, and he keeps that top 5 spot now. Move Jared Bundy into the top 5. Jeff Marble now back to 6th. Jordan Booth side by side with that number 54 of Brian Burchett. Burchett on the bottom lane, trying to make it work, and he'll get there and get the pass made on Booth, who falls back to 11th with Andrew Moore Jr. on his rear bumper. Now you see more cars up ahead side by side. It's Wayne Grossi and Marcus Emerson. Tyler Marble, they're right there pushing that 22 into turn 1. Emerson on the outside of Grossi. He'll take that 7th place spot. You see Tyler Marble going to try to follow suit. Grossi going to block, pull up in front of that line, and stay there in 9th for now, as Tyler Marble continues to lurk. Kaltenbach leads. Chavez Essery really has not gone away. He has stayed right there in the tire tracks of that number 2 car. He is not faltering. He is running some really, really solid laps with this number 2 out in front. He's really just kind of been right on his back bumper, right there with him in lap times. I think he could be a very strong contender for this win too. It's just a matter of getting this race to work out in his favor. The scheme looks nice on that 88. He'd like to be a little nicer and park it in victory lane as well. Battling side by side for 13th. David Hara inside lane, Andrew Moore Jr. on the outside. You see Philip Chavez in the number 14 trying to make it work on the bottom lane as well. Still can't get over the spec map on this 15. Why is the front end the way it is? I don't get it. Side by side here, David Hara is making more moves forward. He's passing, or trying to pass, Cody Matthews for 12th. That 10 car holding the outside lane as the 29 rides the bottom. They're just behind Jordan Booth and Marcus Emerson, who's back to 10th now. See Hara working that inside line. He is being very, very loyal to that bottom line today. He is, every time I look back, he is just riding the bottom, trying to work the inside lane, and he's making it work pretty good. He's up to 12th now. That 29 is a rolling forward. As things stand, you see the car rolling forward a little bit. It is Brian Burchett in the number 54. He's also working that bottom lane. field there. Right now, battling side by side, Emerson and Burchett. This is for 9th, right behind Wayne Grossi. Grossi has a little moment there on the outside lane. Emerson shoves on the outside. You see everybody going to quickly swarm on this 9 car, trying to take advantage and take up more spots than they can get at normal times. Like you see Hara, he takes a 3-for-1. He gets by Grossi, Booth, and Emerson. Grossi's still struggling in the 9 car. It looks like the handling is starting to fade on the longer runs for this 9 machine. I see everybody just splitting him, taking their moves, making their passes they want to make to get ahead of him. Up ahead, battle for 4th. Michael Mueller has it on the bottom lane, but you see Jared Bundy working the high side, trying to see if he can make this move stick and try to get by him. He actually catches the wall again. And if he keeps hitting that wall like that, it's not going to be passes he'll be making. There's a lot more cars just shuffling around. Andrew Moore Jr. the inside of Wayne Grossi, battling for 14th place as they head back down into turn 3. While all of this is happening, Sean Kaltenbach enjoys a 3.3 second lead over Chavez Esri, but Esri a quick cut into the lead, that time down the front straightaway. That 88 looks like he might be finding something a little better than the 2 car. He has a pretty good lap time that last lap by, and he is still rolling down this number 2 machine, pulling up on him bit by bit, piece by piece, within 0.2 of a second. But right there, through 3 and 4, you saw the nose kind of shoot up the track for the 88, and he lost a little bit more time. But he still got this thing wound up and ready to go. He is reeling in the race leader on lap number 40. It is Chris Chavez Esri racing for the lead now with Sean Kaltenbach. He peeks to the inside. Kaltenbach holding a higher line there, trying to get the better run on the exit, but he's not going to get it. He's going to catch the wall. Chris Chavez Esri on the inside lane now, going for the point. As they head down into turn 3, Chris Chavez Esri will be now the 3rd leader today, but he's the first to pass Kaltenbach on the racetrack. Chavez Esri, the number 88 machine, takes over the point. It is Kaltenbach back in 2nd, Nieder right there in 3rd, and they have a distant 4th place. Michael Mueller, about 2 seconds back, I should say, back in 4th, and he's got a gaggle of cars with him. Jared Bundy and Jeff Marble right here, this threesome rolling 4th, 5th, and 6th. Then you got Tyler Marble, Brian Burchett, another gap back, gets you to 9th place. Blinking in and out, I should say, 9th place, David Hara. Then Jordan Booth, a little bit of a distant 10th. As this field makes their way on lap number 41. Coming to 59 laps to go, this time by here at Auto Club. Zara blinks out again. We'll see him probably reappear. It's battle for 2nd starting to heat up between Kaltenbach and Niedert. But as they run right now, it is the driver of the number 2, Kaltenbach, who has the race lead, getting by Chris Chavez Esri just now, of course, as we're getting ready to go to ad break. These two racing each other hard for the lead, for the win, possibly, here at Fontana. Quick side-by-side break. Don't go anywhere. You will not miss any of the action.
Hey man, you cut me off back there. What you gonna do about it? Oh man. Can you feel it? The taste of Coca-Cola. Well, the race all right, fine. Are we good? We're good.
We're going to come back in live here as we are under caution now for just the second time tonight here on lap number 44. You saw it on the BRN replay. We'll show you one more time. It was a lazy spin for that number 28 machine. It looks like here through turn 2. Same that we saw Kyle Oakley do. He'll go for a slide. And that triggers a caution flag to fly. And puts it under the yellow for just the second time here in 44 laps. As we went to ad break, the battle for the lead started heating up. Chris Chavez-Essery and Sean Kaltenbach swapped it back and forth. Chavez-Essery in the 88 took it back. So he is your leader coming down to pit lane this time. Would be shocked if anybody stays out. Okay. Say that, and immediately we have split decisions on pit road, because of course we do. Sean Kaltenbach leads the charge of cars that decide to pit under this caution. The rest of those that did not pit, they stay out. We'll cycle through them once we get through pit stops here. Watching Kaltenbach lead this field, everybody diving down to their pit stalls. We'll see who ends up being the winner off pit road, and we'll see how they cycle out. All the cars that elected to stay out under this caution. Everybody here would expect 4 tires, full tank of fuel. No one's going to try 2 tires. There'd be no reason to try 2 tires here. So you saw Wayne Grossi win the race off pit road there. The number 9 machine does it. Over Sean Kaltenbach, Michael Mueller, Jared Bundy, and Reader with a 5 cars first off pit lane. Wayne Grossi, I don't know if he took 2 tires or no tires. We're going to double check that real quick. Looks like no tires on the number 9 machine. But the race off pit road wasn't for first. It was for 12th place. We had 11 cars elect to stay out under this caution. We had the 88 of Chris Chavez-Essery, Jeff Marble and Tyler Marble back here second and third. Brian Burchett, Jordan Booth. That was Philip Chavez, Marcus Erickson, Brandon Saylor, Brian Conklin, Jacob Musso, and then Ryan Haynes. 11 cars electing to not pit under this caution. We had one that pit, just took fuel only. Would expect this as a saving a set of tires, trying to save them for later in the run. That's my guess. That's the best I got. There's no guarantee, though. So as we prepare to restart here on lap number 47, it'll be 54 laps to go when we go back racing. You can see a little bit of a jumbled up field, different here than what we have seen. Chris Chavez-Essery, Jeff Marble, the front row. Tyler Marble, Brian Burchett, Jordan Booth are your top 10 as we make our way off of turn number 4. Pace car dives off. It's the 88 that is in control of this restart. He'll hit that restart zone. He'll put the pedal to the metal and put us back to racing here in California. And you can see wheel spin coming from those guys who stayed out. Brandon Saylor jumping to the outside lane, jumping out of the way quickly for everybody else. As we make it through so far unscathed, we run 4 wide back here. Kaltenbach trying to make quick work of those that stayed out. He dove to the inside and quickly trying to make it moves. He got to 4 wide for a second. Definitely a little tight feeling there for that number 2 team as they continue on here side by side. About 3, almost 4 wide. coming off of turn number 4. Everybody trying to take action on these fresh tires as quick as they can because they know they need to take advantage of them and put these guys who are going to have older tires to shame for now. But it's not working too well. As you can see right now, Kaltenbach is only at 11th place. He has not been able to move fully forward like he expected to, but we'll see this run he gets. Nieder trying to shove it in. Oh, Wayne Grossi, no! Saved it! As he saves it, Nieder shoved the nose in somewhere where he probably shouldn't have. Got away with one there. He's still in 12th. That 36 machine is a beast right now, trying to catch that too. Ducking to the inside of Michael Mueller and Jacob Musso. He goes 3 wide on the bottom lane, trying to roll the bottom on these fresher tires to catch that number 2. That's his rabbit up ahead of him. He's trying to catch. As you can see, they'll be 4 wide here for a second through the corner. Oh, Mueller and Emerson make contact, but they keep it together. You see Sailor kind of fading to the apron. See battling here. Brian Burchett trying to make moves on the inside of Nieder and Booth. And you can see Kaltenbach, he's up to second now. Ahead of Jeff Marble, but he's got about a half a second. He's got to go to catch the race leader now as they make their way through 1 and 2, halfway home here at Auto Club. I think Booth might have caught the outside wall there through 1 and 2. Kaltenbach is quickly really in that 88. You see the 2-car trying to power down on the inside of the 88, and he'll quickly go back to the race lead. All these fresher tires. Really, everybody on the fresher tires, they haven't really found a way to cycle forward. I mean, Kaltenbach made the moves, but we'll see on the stint counts there. You see it was Kaltenbach, Nieder, Mueller, and then Bundy are the only ones that cracked the top 10 so far. These guys on older tires are very much making it work still before they have to make their pit stops tonight. And I think they might angle for just the one more stop, and they'll be on older tires at the end of the run, so we'll see how it pairs out. But somebody who's struggling is Jacob Musso, who's continuing to kind of fade back through this field. So you can see some tight racing with a lot of cars all grouped up together here, like Marcus Emerson right there with Bill Benedict, who's inside. You've got Cody Matthews, Ty Hippolito, really haven't said his name at all besides on the starting grid. He started a little bit further back, and he's now in the top 15. Everybody trying to find ways to make moves. Michael Mueller making a move on Jeff Marble now for 4th, following Andrew Niedert. And they'll catch Chris Chavez Essery here soon and make the pass on him for what will be 2nd and then 3rd for Mueller's case. So as everybody quickly shuffling through the field here, taking their spots they can take, with the older tires really just kind of starting to fade out of favor. Niedert making the pass for 2nd now on Chris Chavez Essery, about 0.8 of a second back over race leader Jean Galtenbach. Would expect pit stop soon as Marble, a little bobble there on the exit of turn 2. Here comes Sailor to his inside. Gaggle of cars here trying to sort things out now. Coming to lap number 57 this time by, now to 58. Trying to sort themselves out in these two groups of cars. This group right here from 8th to from 7th. Oh, caution's out. Wrecking in the back. Ryan Bershey was one that was around. I think it might have been Jacob Musso and Ryan Haynes as well. Musso still going around in the grass. So we are back under caution. So we'll take a look at your BRN replay and show you what happened here. To put us under caution for the 3rd time tonight, Jacob Musso, one of the ones involved here. So we'll take a gander and see what happened. Tracy Powers just comes up and clips the 95. Sends it on the track. Ryan Burchett gets a piece of it. And then again, Musso on the apron just trying to save it again. Just goes for another lazy spin. So it's a simple spin that puts us under caution once again here tonight. You'll see it here coming into turn number 3. That purple car up top. You'll see him kind of wash up the outside lane. They wash up, make contact, and around goes the 95. Just another incident, too, where it's only just 1 or 2 cars really involved. Nobody, not a ton of people really getting involved in this one. I'd say is pretty good. So, split decisions once again on who decides to stay out, who decides to come up pit lane. I would expect the guys that pit under the last caution maybe to just top off on fuel more so than take a set of tires. But I'm not a crew chief. I'm not driving these cars, so we'll see. But it looks like Kaltenbach is doing just that, just fuel only for the number 2 machine. Niedert as well, only taking fuel. Looks like I was right. Those guys that came down and took tires on that last pit stop, they only take fuel. Everybody else that stayed out and is coming down now, they're going to take tires as well. Oh my goodness, I've been batting 1,000. I forgot to turn the scoring back on when I came back from ad break. Oopsie. It's been here. It's been that kind of day at work. It's been that kind of night tonight. We had storms like crazy. My dog kept me up all night. I don't know if anybody else lives up here in the Midwest region. Anybody watching, tuning in? Evansville, Indiana, of course, got hit by a tornado. I think maybe two tornadoes almost, I think. But it was definitely some damage and everything. I hope everybody's been okay. If you're watching, tuning in from that area, I hope you're doing okay. And if not, you just went through the bad storms. I hope you did not have a dog that was terrified of the storms like I did, that was panicking and freaking out and keeping you awake all night like mine did. So, um, yeah, running on very little sleep today. Hopefully we can fix that tonight, but that's okay. Coming up to 40 laps to go here. This time by, gonna get the 1-to-go signal as well. So here we go. Restart coming with 39 laps to go. It's Michael Mueller, Jeff Shutt, Joseph Musso, and Brett Spaulding. They stayed out under this caution. Kaltenbach will restart in 5th, Nieder in 6th, and Cody Matthews, Ty Ippolito, Tracy Powers, and how about the recovery effort from Quentin Clark in the 94 machine? He's now in 10th. Green flag awaiting when Mueller decides to mash that gas pedal, and he does so now. Green flag back in the air, back underway here at Fontana. How about 5 wide for a second here? We go 5 wide through turn 2. We all keep it together, though. Cody Matthews looks like he's about to be swallowed up. As you see the moves being made. Everybody trying to find some ground they can make up. A little bit of contact here between Booth and Russo. Up on that high side. They keep it together, though. So we watch. Mueller leads. Jeff Shutt is in 2nd. Kaltenbach is at the 3rd. Over Brett Spaulding. Andrew Nieder is in 5th. Clark is all over the place right now, that 94 car, trying to hang on to it. Clark and Marble right there, side by side. It's the battle for the championship lead right now. See the 48 make its way now up into 12th place. Clark was trying to hang on but just couldn't do it. He falls back now to 16th place. See Marcus Emerson shoving it up the middle right now in the number 22 car, trying to recover from what's been not a great run, not a great showing here from the 22 camp tonight. Oh, Tracy Powers back up the track. Quentin Clark, Ty Ippolito, Emerson, and others all get swept up in this one. But the big one is Quentin Clark. Again, caught up in another accident, being just ahead of him. And you can see Powers is pretty broke right now, sliding down the banking. He is likely going to be done after that one. There on replay will at least show us what we already saw, and that was Tracy Powers just got loose on corner exit there. Got loose and just came back up the track. And of course, what happens with an overcorrect like that? Nowhere for anybody else to go. You see it right here, just that overcorrect. Actually, no, he hits Brandon Saylor is what happens first, and that's what sends him up the track. And you see there, Saylor, Ippolito, Emerson just barely scraping by him, but Quentin Clark not lucky. I'm on board with Emerson and see how he makes it through this one. Pretty much unscathed. Pretty much unscathed. He gets a little bit of damage. I think Cody Matthews maybe made it through. We'll see how he saw this wreck from the front of the 10 car. Chose the right lanes. He was able to make it work. We'll see it from the flag stand coming off of turn 4. All the chaos that follows afterwards. That's just a weird contact there with Brandon Saylor that sends the 25 back at the track. I mean, it kind of looks like he hops after the contact. You'll see it on camera angle. I wanted. You see it right here. The contact just barely clips it enough, and just a big hit in the outside wall. Just barely missing Clark again, but that puts Power back on pit lane. And again, more damage to Quentin Clark. It's really going to hurt him. It's big for Tyler Marble. He needs to get a good points day today to reel him back in for that regular season title. So here's how we stack back up as we get ready to restart again on lap number 68 this time by. Michael Mueller, Jeff Schutt still the front row. Then it's Sean Kaltenbach, Brett Spod. Chris Chavez Essery made his way up to 5th before that caution. He's got engineered on his outside there in row 3. Here we go. Mueller, the control car once again. He'll match the gas and get us back to racing. Coming to green here on lap 68. Give it 33 laps to go here at Auto Club. Field fanning out as they make their way off of turn 2. 4 wide there on the inside is Tyler Marble. Jeff Marble, I believe it's Ryan Hayne, or Brett Spot, excuse me, in the outside lane. Maybe just trying to sort things out here. Marble trying to take advantage of the fact that Clark got another accident tonight. But up in front, Essery making the move on Kaltenbach for what would be second and what could be the lead if they can get by Mueller. Esri now into second, chasing down leader Michael Mueller. Kaltenbach has got Jared Bundy on his back bumper. Talking about Bundy, he has been the P2 champion, like David Malukas has said. Can he try to break that and become P1 tonight? You see Esri to the inside of Mueller now, going for the race lead. Oh, Bundy makes contact with Kaltenbach as Esri clears for the lead. Still side by side for third as Esri looks to check out from this field. As Bundy clears for third now, try to get by Michael Mueller for second to not let this 88 get away with 30 laps to go. Kaltenbach is trying for his third win at this track. Meanwhile, Bundy looking for his first, as well as everybody else pretty much in this field. Tyler Marble sliding in front of Jeff Shutt there. Side by side battle now for 7th place as they head down the back straightaway. Making 3 wide. Jordan Booth shoves it in the middle. Booth slides up the track, slides up in front of Marble now as they come off of turn 4. Oh, Marble's going to catch the wall a little bit there. And now here comes Philip Chavez now on the inside line of the 14 car. 3 wide situation once again for the 48 key car. Oh, Jeff Shutt's gonna go around in front of him! And he saves it again! Oh, spinning again in the back, it's Cody Matthews! And that draws a caution. Round of applause, Jeff Shutt. What another great save, but this time it brings a caution behind him with the driver of the number 10, Cody Matthews, going for a spin as well. Take a look at the replay here and show you how it all starts. It starts, of course, with the driver of the 27 getting a little loose here in the middle of turn 2. You see him kind of slide up in front of Tyler Marble. He slips a little bit, gets tagged by the 48. But, man, look at the car control here for that number 27. And then you see in the background there, it looked like he got some help, Cody Matthews did. Tagged by, I think, maybe Marcus Emerson in that 22. We'll look and see what happened to him coming off the corner. Yep, just tagged by Emerson, and around he goes, locks down the brakes, and keeps it from going any further. Wild save, and then how about another spin, but somehow as well keeps it from hitting the wall. And another wreck that just happens with just a few cars. Really, only 2 cars involved technically, I guess you could say, with Emerson and Matthews. But even then, it's just different. So split decisions again on pit lane. We'll follow through with who stays out and who pits. But it's Chavez Esri who leads the field down pit road. Oh, wow. NBA fans, if you follow the NBA, how about some breaking news for you here? The Minnesota Timberwolves are trading Julius Randle and the 28th pick in the draft for tomorrow night to the Brooklyn Nets in a 3-team trade that will send Nick Claxton from the Nets to the Chicago Bulls. The Timberwolves will get the number 33 pick from Brooklyn. So we're starting to see some more big moves coming up here. Still waiting to see when Giannis Antetokounmpo will get traded. We'll see if that ever happens. So, race off pit road was won by the driver number 19, Ty Ippolito. He gets first off of pit lane over Chris Chavez S3, but he only took a splash of fuel, and that's it. Michael Mueller is third off pit lane, then it's Andrew Nieder, but they are back in 17th place. We had 16 cars up to stay out the racetrack, led by Jared Bundy, Sean Kaltenbach, Jeff Marble, Jordan Booth, Philip Chavez, Tyler Marble, Brian Conklin, Bill Benedict, Brian Burchett, Jacob Musso. That's your top 10, pardon me, right now. So here we go. Restart coming up here with just 24 laps of racing. Jared Bundy, Sean Kaltenbach, the front row, heading for the restart zone. The green flag is going to fly and put us back under action. Away we go. Wheel spin coming from the mid-pack of the field. We'll see how it stacks up the back half that took tires and how quickly they can fight their way forward. Bundy clear for the race lead now. Marble is in second. That's Jeff Marble, I should say. You see Booth battling there with Kaltenbach trying to find a way in behind him, as there's Philip Chavez on the inside line trying to find his way forward as well. As everybody trying to sort themselves out, we go back to the 88, who's up to 15th, and he's now aggressively on that bottom. He is hugging that inside line, trying to make it work to get closer to the race lead. Meanwhile, battle for second, Sean Kaltenbach takes over second place from Jeff Marble. As they head into turn one, you see Philip Chavez, Jordan Booth now trying to the inside of the 15 car. And there's Tyler Marble in the 48 as well, right here in the picture. Not too far back, here's the 88 car. Chris Chavez Esri, the first car on fresh tires. He's in 12th place, and he is a-rolling in that 88 car. As you see, Jeff Marble is in a very tight situation right now, trying to find his way through Philip Chavez as well as Jordan Booth. He's back behind them both. He's got Tyler Marble going to the outside. Side by side, we go into turn one. They go battling for third now. Kaltenbach clears for second. Now setting his sights on Jared Bundy for the race lead and possibly the win if he can get there. Bundy is ahead as they make their way off of turn four. Well ahead now. 3/10, almost 4/10 of a second. But here comes this big gain down the straightaways. The draft is so important. And you'll see how tight this pack is. Way further back, I see Michael Mueller making moves on the apron trying to find his way forward. He's up to 15th right now, but he is not catching as quick as Essery and Niedert are. They are making moves on that bottom line, making it work as Wayne Grossi and Bill Benedict side by side there for a second. They settle it quickly as Essery now and Niedert trying to find their way further forward, now up to 9th and 10th, but they have still got a ways to go for the race lead. You see Essery driving to the bottom of the 54 of Brian Birchip as they make their way through 3 and 4. You see Kaltenbach having a bit of a problem there on the exit of turn 4. That gave Chavez in the 14 car the chance at second now. Coming to the line this time, 20 laps to go. Still so much on the line. And there's so much racing left. Oh, Jordan Booth at the wall up at the top side there. As Marble side by side with Booth on the inside lane. Oh, contact further back. Emerson made contact with, I believe, Pajari for a second, but they gather it up, hold it together, and they still stay rolling. But right now, the battle for 5th place underway. Essery in the 88 is there, as well as Andrew Niedert. See Essery and Niedert trying to find their way forward down the round the back bumper. Sean Kaltenbach. And you see Essery will make the move for 3rd. Niedert now into 5th, trying to find a way around Kaltenbach as well as they cross the stripe this time. 17 more laps here at Southern California. The race leader is Jared Bundy. Talk about the heartbreak he's had all season. He's constantly finished 2nd. I think 4 times this season he has been the runner-up, and he is trying to change it here tonight. He wants to go out and win if he can. And finally break this dry spell he's been on here in 2026. He's a runner-up at Nashville, runner-up in Charlotte, runner-up as well back at Darlington in that epic finish with Dane Cruz. He's looking to be on the positive side, but he's got hard-charging cars not far behind. Chris Chavez Essery in the 88, Andrew Niedert in the 36 are on fresh tires, and they are flying through this field up to 3rd and 4th, and they've only got 2 cars ahead of them in the past to make this the battle for the win. Niedert, though, rolling up on the back of that 88 car. As Jared Bundy comes off of turn number 4, he'll cross the stripe this time, and it will be the 15 to go, presented by 72 Diecast. Looking for any new diecast or new pre-orders from Lionel Racing? Go to 72diecast.com today to get your pre-order needs. Looking for any used diecast? You can hit up 72 Diecast on eBay for any older diecast models you may be looking for to add to your collection at 72diecast.com or 72 Diecast on eBay for all your diecast needs. Visit them now. Tom Dawson sent you. It won't do anything. Jared Bundy is in the lead. Essery has gotten to 2nd over Philip Chavez. Andrew Niedert working the top side, trying to find his way by the 14 car as well. Jared Bundy now is prepared to have the fight of his life to hang on to this win, but he has got older tires. We'll see how it plays out. 15-lap older tires, to be precise. 14 to go here. Can he somehow hang on to it? Or is the 88 going to power by on the inside? He holds the lead for now. But that 88 is fast. The 36 is fast. They're both ready to make this pass work and settle this race lead and win amongst themselves. Here comes Esri to the bottom once again. Bundy had a little bobble there through 3 and 4, still on the top side. Still side by side, though, with the 88. He'll have the lead of the line this time, but it probably won't be for another set of corners. Here comes Esri now on the inside, trying to take the point back. Esri is gonna clear. Bundy has a little bobble off of turn 2, and Esri now takes over the top spot. Nieder going to try to quickly get by this 3 car. He wants to be right in position to try and battle for this win as well with the 88. And he'll do so. Andrew Nieder looking for his first win of the season. He won earlier at the Clash, but has not won a points-paying race this season. He wants to change that if he can here tonight. I believe his most recent win coming all the way back last year, and it shouldn't be a shocker to say that it came at Michigan, a track so similar to Auto Club. So Nieder trying to track down Chavez Esri for this win. Esri looking for his first career win here in the Fast Track Cup Series. 11 laps to settle it. Gap growing now for the lead. Esri starting to pull away from that 36. Jared Bundy is in third. He's got Philip Chavez in the 14 right behind him. Just 10 laps to go here, but such a long 10 laps. They're 40 seconds a lap, and you have to pretty much just hope and pray that the field can stay clean behind you for 10 more, or at least 9 more laps before a wreck to put this under caution and set everybody up together for an overtime restart. The battle for third heating up now as Philip Chavez in the 14 trying to make this move. And see Tyler Marble getting passed by both Jeff Marble and Michael Kurgelak. Kurgelak is on a really good run. He's got a chance at the top 5 as well. Tyler Marble just trying to hang on to a good run here tonight to see if he can't try to take a chance at taking the points lead away from Quentin Clark, who right now has scored 28th place, still a lap down. But if a caution comes out, Clark can get on the lead lap and try to get some spots back. But I think Tyler, while he might be wanting a yellow just to try to get to the tires and try to make a chance at the win, at the same time, hey, if it stays green in the end and I can hold on to a good finishing position, at that point, oh my goodness, Kurgelak had a moment there on turn 2, but if Marble can hang on to a good run tonight and just let this field run as it is, I mean, this could be a really great points day for that 48 to try and take back the points lead from Quentin Clark. But everybody's squirrely. There's Jordan Booth, a big moment there off of 4. Everybody's squirrely. Everybody trying to hang on to it on a razor thin edge, trying to hang on to these cars for these last 7 laps. Bundy hanging on to third right now as they make their way down the front, or back straight, pardon me, heading for turn 3. Nieder is keeping that number 88 car in his sights. He's not run away. He's not pulled back. It's kind of just been even, consistent, half a second lead now for that 88 car. Nieder needs to find something, though, if he wants to chase him down these next 6 laps. Six laps to go. Nieder, last time by, was not fast enough to be able to catch him by the end of this race. He needs to gain a 10th every lap. Caution's out! It's Joseph Musso again! And just like that, take everything that's been happening, everything you learned, throw it out the window, because we are likely heading for overtime here at Fontana. Joseph Musso goes around once more and puts us under the yellow flag. Take a look at the BRN replay and show you what happened to that number 28 machine. Just got in too hot, and then he overcorrects it, slams the outside wall. Hard hit for the 28 car. And that triggers the yellow flag to fly. See it on the top of your screen, pink and white car. Pow! We'll see it with the digger camera, but we'll check it out and see if we see it with our old pal. I think he gets loose right at that Auto Club sign and overcorrects afterwards. Oh, right there. Oh, you got a good look at it right there. But another incident for Joseph Musso. Puts us under yellow, and now it's decision time. What do you do? Quentin Clark is going to get the free pass, by the way. That 94 car is back on the lead lap, so he can get some spots at the end of this race. Do you pit? Do you stay out? Do you burn a set of tires, or do you decide to hang on? And it looks like everybody in the front half of the field, the smart decision is stay on the racetrack. Don't pit. Don't take tires or anything. Of course, some guys further back definitely going to take a gamble. Why not? Why not try a set of tires? Maybe these tires will work enough, and we get enough restarts, hit enough problems, and we can take advantage of it. So you'll see some guys take that rundown pit lane, but a lot of the leaders, they elect to stay out with what they got. They're going to rip and ride where they're at and see how it shakes out after this restart, which should come, I believe, with 2 to go. We should have an unofficial green-white checkered finish here tonight. Man, oh man. It always somehow comes down to these late race restarts. So the lights should go out in the pace car. We should go 1 to green, indeed we do. And here is how we shake things up here. It's Essery as your race leader. Andrew Nieder is in second. Jared Bundy is in third. Philip Chavez is in fourth. Jeff Marble fifth. Tyler Marble is sixth. You see Jeff Shutt back there in seventh. Michael Kurgelak is in eighth. Brian Burchett is ninth. And Bill Benedict. Shout out Bill Benedict right now running in the top 10. Great run going for the driver of the number 90. Can we close the deal here and try to take the checkered flag in one piece? going to be so tight. Here we go. S3 near the front row, coming to the restart zone. The green flag is going to fly. 2 laps to settle it here in California. Oh, the wrecking! Bundy, Tyler Marble goes for a spin. Caution is out. It's the big one on the restart. And that is not what Tyler Marble needed. Quentin Clark is also in it, though, too. But Tyler Marble wrecks it here, as well as Jared. I think Jared Bundy was the one that kicked that whole thing off, spinning the tires. And it puts us under the caution flag. We're going to official overtime now. My, oh my. We kept it so clean for the most part. Nobody really had any big moments. And then here on the last, what would have been the last restart, everybody stacks up. Taking a look at your pure end replay. You'll kind of see it right here. Marble gets turned. And they all just wreck right here. You'll see it coming right here, right at you. Right on board with Tyler Marble in the 48 machine. Cars just piling in after the fact. Right with Jeff Marble as well. We'll see if he makes contact with that number 3 car. I believe he does. No, Bundy just slides the tires in front of them. They somehow don't make contact, but the contact that is made is between the 91 of Michael Kerjelak and that number 48 of Tyler Marble right on board with the 91. You'll just see it happen here. Just trying to stay on the 48 to get a good launch. 48 to spin the tires. And I think right there as well, Bill Benedict into the back of the 91, and it doesn't help. And just like that, everybody goes around. I think we'll see it from this angle outside of the cars. You just see the 91 get on the back of the 48. When he doesn't go and he spins the tires, the 90 gets into the back of the 91, shoves him forward into Marble, and that's what ends up setting off this one. The incident between Bundy and Jeff Marble, different entirely, no contact made. And just see just big stack of everybody trying to miss. And Quentin Clark winds up finding his competition for that regular season title. He hits the 48 as well. So we'll have to try that again. So we'll try this restart again. It's Esri and Neater the front row still. Now it's Jeff Marble the inside of row 2 with Jared Bundy in 4th. Jeff Shutt still there in 5th. Same with that 54, Brian Burchett. He's got a chance to win. Kurjalak is in 8th. Kyle Oakley, spinner earlier, he's in 8th place, pardon me. Then it's Bill Benedict and Andrew Russo, a wild, wacky top 10. A lot of guys with a chance to score their first win this season and possibly even their first career wins on the line here. Pace cars off now. We're in overtime. We're coming to the restart zone. 2 laps to settle it here in California. Green flag flies. 2 laps of racing in SoCal. Stacking up further back. Everybody keeps it together for now as they make their way down into turn number 1. Kaltenbach trying to dive to the inside. Looks like Wayne Grossi blocking that 19 of Ty Ippolito as they come through turns 1 and 2. Esri with a big gap out in front. Here comes a run from Andrew Neater down the backstretch, trying to close the gap and trying to pull up on him. Cars going down to the apron in the background, not sure if they're wrecking or just getting out of the way. Neater trying to find something to get up there and battle with Esri for the win. It looks like we're going to get to the white flag. 1 more lap here at California. What's on the line? A win, but most importantly for the driver of the 88, it's a first career win and just his 3rd start. Looking to take the checkered flag. Here comes Neater, though, trying to find a way to make this work on the outside lane. Trying to get the run off the corner down the backstretch. He's got Jared Bundy behind him. Can he get enough of a run, or is he too far back? Coming into 3 and 4 for the final time. He can put a stamp on this one as he comes off of turn number 4 for the first time in his career. Chris Chavez Esri is a winner in the Fast Track Cup Series. He'll take the victory at Auto Club. Everybody will drive by, give congratulatory taps. It is Chris Chavez Esri who will take home his first career win here in California. A great drive from that number 88 machine. And he closes the deal with a checkered flag in his hand. Neater going to roll off down pit lane. What could have been for the 36. He'll have to settle for second tonight. Jared Bundy as well. Another podium finish this season. Still chasing that elusive victory in 2026. But it is a first-time winner and a first-time burnout coming up for the driver of the number 88. Burning it down on the front straightaway. Chris Chavez Esri is your winner here in California. He'll take Lightning McQueen to victory lane. Philip Chavez going to give a little congrats as he ends up towing that car. Doesn't even want to go down to the victory lane that's on the front straightaway here at Auto Club. We'll take a look at finishing results. He'll take his first career victory in the 88 machine tonight. Andrew Neater comes home second. Mentioned Bundy third on the podium tonight. Jeff Marble fourth. Jeff Shutt with a great run tonight, running in fifth at the finish here. You got Kaltenbach, who was so dominant early in this race. He claws back to a sixth place finish. Michael Kurjalak will finish seventh tonight. Wayne Grossi in eighth. Kyle Oakley comes home ninth. Brian Burchett rounding out the top 10. You see the rest of the field from 11th through 20th. You see some big names as well. Brandon Saylor, Brett Spaude back here. Those guys were up there near the front. They were involved in that restart accident. They had a good run going until those cautions started happening. But the big one here, of course, Tyler Marble gets shuffled back to 25th. He was going to finish at about sixth place, maybe just back half of the top 10 and have a chance to capitalize on Clark having a bad day. He finished 25th, Clark 27th. Clark will maintain that points lead. But the gap closes just a little bit here after all that was said and done. There you see those cars that were off the lead lap that did not end up finishing the race tonight for 34 cars that ran this one here. So, step away quickly for a quick ad break, and then we'll be right back with interviews with the top three drivers here tonight at Auto Club. And so, what do you say we catch up with our finishers on the podium here tonight? We'll start first with the driver of the number 3 car, Jared Bundy.
I
Pulled him in middle of conversation there. Sorry, got
sorry
Jared
about
Bundy.
that.
got Jared Bundy in the booth here with me. Jared, it's another podium finish for you here tonight. You come away third. Kind of feels like you stole one away at the end. Take us through that race behind the wheel of that number 3 machine.
Oh, I mean, we were the whole team was, getting into the setup and trying to make it work. We were optimistic, but we knew that it was going to be tough. But I almost didn't make it into the race. I had my computer CPU overheating and managed to get it to not shut off on me. So I'm thankful.
Yeah, absolutely. Able to keep it cool, but another podium finish for you here this season. You've been really good at kind of getting these finishes, just haven't been able to break through and get the victory this season. What has that been like? Just getting these good runs, just not able to get that extra step above and take away the checkered flag.
Well, you want to win. That's why you do it. But I could sit here and sulk all I want about not winning, but I mean, I'm getting good point stays, and at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, at the end of the year, all the points will add up. So, got to look at got to look at the bright side of it. You can't win everything, even if you have the best car. Your odds are still stacked against you. So, um, just if I keep running well, I'm sure one will end up falling to my lap.
Absolutely, Jared. Well, it's a third place finisher here for you tonight. Fifth top 5 this season. Teammates, sponsor, shoutouts. What's got the 3 machine getting up there on the podium consistently this season?
First and foremost, as all the interviews go, got to thank the team, especially Jeff Shutt. We since we didn't have any A opens to practice, we had to really dig for some setup work, and we put some pretty good time in to make sure this thing was as fast as it could be. Um, I got to thank you, of course, for your time and uh, taking time out of your day to do these broadcasts. We always enjoy it. And I got to thank the league owners for putting this thing together and keeping it going, despite frustration with cautions and all that stuff. But it'll sort itself out. I know we've got some newer guys shuffling in and out, and it kind of just takes time to get used to running with people consistently every week. So I think the cautions will kind of sort itself out. But yeah, I think that's it.
Well, alrighty. It's the third place finish tonight for Jared Bundy. Another top 5, another podium. Continuing these good runs going here. He's on a bit of a streak. We'll see if I can result in a win here in the coming weeks. Congrats on the third place run tonight, Jared.
Thank you.
And we'll kick him out of the booth, and we'll go talk to our second place finisher tonight, Mr. Andrew Niedert. Get my stat pulled up. And now we'll get a hold of him. Hey, Andrew Niedert, it's us now in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you. Yep.
Alrighty, well, it's going to be a second place finish for this 36 camp tonight. You came close to the victory, just didn't have enough at the end. What more do you think you needed to get there with the 88?
On the last run through the traffic there with fresh tires, I think I pushed just a little too hard and started running the right front off the car. So just didn't have it there at the end.
Well, still second place run for you here tonight. It's your best finish this season in the points paying races. What is that like to have a run like this coming? As we've gotten long into the summertime, you're able to finally put together a podium finish and get up there and contend for the win.
Well, super thrilled with the set this week. Huge shout out to the teammate Sean. Yeah, it feels really good. If you notice though, I've actually strung together, I don't know, 4 or 5 top 5s in a row here. So hopefully it's a sign of bigger things to come. Although we got Sonoma next week, so probably not. But yeah, I think maybe as the summer goes on, I can start getting up there for more wins.
Absolutely. And you mentioned you've been on a hot spell at Auto Club. You've been on a hot spell in general. Looking at it, you have gotten a top 5 finish in 3 of your last 4 starts. You've really starting to click things into gear here. So, what is that feeling as we go into the summertime? You're having these great runs going, and just building up towards possibly that win.
Mostly just relief. I mean, the first part of the season, I was starting to get some pretty serious doubts into my ability, and I think this is starting to rejuvenate me a little bit. So yeah, it's a nice feeling to get up there and at least contend for some wins. That's the biggest thing for me.
Absolutely, Andrew. Well, you've been getting there. You've been pushing it up further and further, and now you got a podium here tonight. Second place finish. Teammates, sponsors, shout outs. We'll get that 36 machine running fast tonight.
Thank you.
Oh, the floor is yours. You can, if you got any shout outs, teammates, sponsors, anybody want to shout out here,
I'm
Andrew.
sorry, I didn't quite hear you there.
You're good,
Yeah.
man.
No, thanks to TWRS for giving me a good, support team to really help out on, especially on off weeks like this where we don't have, it's not part of the officials. And then a huge shout out to Sean Kaltenbach. He's one of the builders there. Also, just really good support with even things like driving lines and shift points and stuff like that. So it's more than just the car setup and stuff like that. So huge shout out to everybody on that team.
Alrighty, that's your second place finisher tonight. Andrew Niedert gets away with a runner-up finish here at Auto Club. Congrats on the runner-up finish tonight.
Thank you.
And now we will go catch up with our first-time winner here tonight. See how he's feeling after that one. Let's dial him up. Hey, Chris Essery, it's tossing down in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I got you.
Well, alrighty, you come into Auto Club, you put together a really good run, and at the end, you're able to take home the checkered flag. First things first, man. Congratulations on the win. First time getting it done here, and only your third start.
Yes, thank you. I mean, it's just the RSR guys. We started building this set 3 hours before session, and we weren't too sure what it was going to be like when we got to the track, and it was a rocket ship.
Yeah, it was fast the moment you dropped the green flag tonight. But the big thing, it came down more to strategy than it came down to the speed. Just different times to take tires and things like that. What were the thoughts going through your mind when we got those late rash yellows there at the end about when you pit, when not to pit, and just things like that?
It was tough. I believe even as a team, we split our strategy. I pitted. Some of our guys stayed out, and we were like, all right, hopefully one of us can get the win. Luckily, our set ran the bottom extremely well, and everyone ran the top, so I was able to get back to the front without burning up too much tire. And then we got those last 2 cautions, and really, I was just looking for Sean. Sean was absolutely probably one of the fastest cars on the track, and I was just hoping he didn't get back up to me with those fresher tires.
Absolutely. Well, you're able to take away your first victory. You're running part-time. You started this season kind of a little bit later on in here. What is that like, just kind of being able to get a win so early on in your running here?
Oh, it's great. It's just it gives us good hopes of the team, and going forward, when we get our full season start next year, it's really shout out to Jeff for running this league because it's hard to find leagues that are well ran on iRacing, and this league is awesome.
Well, alrighty, it's your winner here at Auto Club. Teammates, sponsor, shout out to anybody else you want to shout out here before we let you go.
Yeah, just shout out to Grandma and Grandpa watching while I'm watching, the RSR guys for helping me build this rocket ship, and the guys running this league, and you for a great broadcast.
Alrighty, that's a first-time winner here tonight at Auto Club in the FastTrack Cup Series. Chris Chavez Essery gets away career win number 1 here in Fontana with that Lightning McQueen scheme. I think that might have added a couple extra horsepower for you here tonight. Congrats on the win, Chris.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty, so that'll do it from us here tonight in Fontana. Like I said, very sparse cautions really kind of came in at the end. It really didn't start kind of bubbling up until we got into the last half of the race, but I think we had some fantastic racing and fantastic strategy too. Like the fact that it was split strategies like this and we had this constantly going, that's a lot of fun. I love racing like that. It is probably my favorite stuff. So we get through tonight. We had an up and down race, a little bit down near the end, but still first time winner. A very exciting race, and it leads to again Chris Chavez Esri getting his first career victory. So congratulations again to the driver of the number 80. But that'll do it to us here tonight at Auto Club. Like I said, next week we're heading to the road course. We're heading down to Sonoma, staying here in California, but we're heading a little bit north to wine country. We'll see how that race plays out next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern here on BRN. And it's upcoming Tuesday night, or Thursday night, man, I can't talk. This upcoming Thursday night, it is the Sofa Racing League racing Chase Race number 2 at Nashville. I think with my run at Darlington, I have a pretty good chance of locking that title down, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. All I do know is that I had a good run, and we'll see how it does the rest of this chase. I'm hoping I can pull off a miracle upset and take away a class championship. We'll see. That'll do it from us here tonight at Fontana. Thanks again to everybody for tuning in and watching these broadcasts. Thanks again to all the drivers for coming out and putting on the shows they put on for us, because if it wasn't for them, then I'd have nothing to show you all. And thank you again to everybody who helps BRN do as it does. That includes Enrique Cucalan, Ryan Bogey, Ben Smith, and any other guest commentators that join in with us here as time goes on. Good night and take care, everybody, and congratulations once again, Chris Chavez Esri, your winner here in Fontana. Take care, everybody.
I'm not mechanically inclined to know that I've got a flat while it drags to the shoulder. It's hard enough to keep my eyes on the road. And not sure if the gear's gonna hold. It's starting to smoke, but I can't pull over. Left foot on the gas and I'm almost home. Running on empty, caffeine drains. Can't change the station, but there's something